Okay, so I decided to do something on my own. Justin's doing Justin things in his room. Bradley's at school. Phoebe's taking a nap. Tony's at work. So I decided to kind of do something on my own. While I know it's not Christmas, this is a pattern that I would like to remember how to do, because I modified it just only one little thing, and I didn't want to forget, because I did it one year and then the next year I could not remember what I did. So I had to look through the comments that people had left before to remember that I was like, oh yeah, I changed hook size, because the original pattern calls for a crochet hook size F, which is a 3.75 millimeter. I personally, with the way that I crochet, I find that that is too small, so I decided to opt for a 5, which seems to do just right, because I tried a little bit bigger than a 3.75, and I tried a little bit bigger than that, and the one that worked best for me is the 5, which is the H hook. I have the instructions printed out. They kind of got attacked by the cat at one point, so they got a few little puncture holes in it. But I'm not trying to sell this pattern. I'm just trying to help anyone else who decides that they want to try to do this pattern, because it is a very pretty pattern and very easy, very quick to actually work up. I mean, really, really quick. And my kids love it. My son loves it, in order to hand out at Christmas time for his classmates. The name says it all with this yarn for me. I love red heart yarn, but for something like this, I love this yarn. And I like this one because it's the multicolored, and it turns out really pretty. There's one that I've done, but I haven't hidden the strands yet. But I just love the way the colors come out, and it just looks really, really nice. This yarn is dyed in a lot, which those that don't know means that this yarn was dyed in lot 165565, whereas, say, like this one, I have several of these actually, because I love this yarn, literally. What have we got here? Looks like 567883. So I mean, these were dyed at different times, and you can see that this one's a little bit lighter than this one. So they didn't use quite as much dye when they did this one, which is fine. This one, I don't know what it is, but it's because the wrapper's gone. But it's the one I'm using. It's a little darker. I like to try to use up the yarn that I started with first before I move on to the next skein. So hopefully I'll be doing an instructional video with Bradley on how to crochet, because he really wants to learn how. But in the time being, we'll kind of do like a basics, I guess you could say. So I take my yarn and I give it a bit of a tail, probably longer than I need, but I'm just that cautious. And I take it and I wrap it around my finger, I cross over. And see, that looks like this. I take my hook, slide it under, grab this one, pull it through, I let go, and voila, it's attached to my hook. I'll do it again. This is how my mother taught me. It's going to be in a bit of a different spot, but that's right. Take it, cross it over, I hold it with my thumb. So I mean, I literally look like I'm kind of giving a weird little peace sign. I go between my fingers, under this one, take my hook, oh, and I let go. Mistakes happen. So I was doing this, holding it for too long. So I go under, grab this one, pull it through, take my fingers out, and voila. It is now attached. Because I've seen several videos where people do it differently, and I look at it and I'm like, I can't do that. That's just not how I was taught. And as you can see, I am not a pencil holder. So, let's see. The instructions start off saying chain 32. So we got our first little stitch. next single crochet, which is right here. We're going to skip that and we're going to double crochet in the next one. So to double crochet, I'm going to wrap it around, skipping that one, going into this one. You want to hit both of the ones that are on top. You have 2 strands here to make that single crochet. So you want to go through both. Grab your yarn, pull it through. Now this is actually going to be one of the pieces where you're weaving your candy cane in and out through. So you want to kind of keep it a little bit long. Grab your yarn again, pull it through the first 2, because you actually have 3 loops on your hook. So now you've got 2 loops again. Grab your yarn and pull it through. And that is a double crochet. So now you want, it says to chain 1. So yet again, chain 1. And then we're going to double crochet in the next single crochet, and we want to do that twice. So we're going to have basically 3 double crochets here, but we got to have it put a chain in between. So put it through, you've got your 3 loops. First 2, second 2, chain 1. And one more time, wrap it over, put it through the next loop, both of them. Pull through, first 2, next 2, chain 1. See? But, excuse me, here's the thing. This is actually the top. This is actually where the top of the candy cane is going to come up, curve down. Because you see how I've got my yarn there. Both my strands are here at the top. And that would be Justin making noises that aren't needed. That's nice.
It is nice. It's very nice.
Yeah. Doing a video, by the way.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. He likes to be rude. So now, I think I'll do a better reference if I look at one of these. So, we skipped 1. We did the 3. So now, we have to do 2 in each 4 times. Because there's 2, there's 2, there's 2, and there's 2. So that's what we got. So we're going to do double crochet in that, and double crochet. So now there's 2. I believe it said chain 1. Let's see, chain 1. So double crochet. Oops, I skipped a step. I apologize. It says to double crochet, chain 1. If you don't get the chain 1, it honestly really is not going to affect it too much, I don't think. And then double crochet. And chain 1. And you're going to do that 3 more times. That's 1. And there's 2. There's 3. Tripod leg getting in the way. And there's 4. Curving nicely. Oh, excuse me. So, Alright, and it was only like a split second for you guys, but it was like a couple minutes for me. Check the time. I should be able to get this done before I have to go get Bradley from school. So now we have to chain one and we have to turn our work, because this is where we get to put this really pretty little ruffle. We're going to come up here and we're going to be putting this nice little pretty ruffle on the side of it. Basically it's like a shell border. That's really what it is. So chain one, turn, single crochet in first stitch, which is right here. It's that first double crochet that we have here. You're going to put it yet again. Did I get it in there right? Sometimes I miss. Okay. I'm not perfect. As always, you want to get in both those little loops, I guess you call it. But we're doing a single crochet. That kind of connects it a little bit, and it allows you to, in the next one, you're going to do double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet. Sounds like a lot, but just watch. So double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, no chain one on that one, and then you're going to want to single crochet in the next double crochet from previous row, and that gives you that nice pretty little ruffle. So basically you have 3 double crochets in that one. Don't worry about the loops being really big, because trust me, the yarn will move and it will reposition itself. So again, 3 double crochets with chain one in between. So you got double crochet, chain one. It's 1, 2, 3. No chain one here. It's pretty much going to go here because you're sealing it. Justin's behind me. He's trying to be sneaky, but he's not.
Interrupt your video.
Yeah. It's forever going to have your voice on it too. I'll have to tag you in it or something. Double crochet, chain one. Double crochet, chain one, and my yarn is, well, it's pretty loose, it's just still pulling. And final, he is trying to be as quiet as possible, but it's not working for him. I so could turn this camera around. That would be the best thing ever. Because he does not like being in videos. He doesn't.
That is possible.
Not like being in videos or pictures. So not right. Really? Why is he doing this to me? Just for that.
No. No. Stop.
Just for that, you get to be in my video.
I don't like being in your video. I was trying to be quiet, but then you're like, oh, thanks for being quiet, Justin.
Okay. Now he's immortalized. Alright, to reposition my camera. Alright, where were we? Single crochet there, 2 double crochets, chain 1. Double crochet. No chain, because we're going to slip stitch, or single crochet, excuse me. Sometimes it's a slip stitch. And you literally just keep doing this with each and every With this is sometimes you get these extra big chunks that they leave on there, and it's really makes things difficult, and they snag. But literally leaving in and out here, you have less chance if you do it this way of breaking this part if you do it this way, in my opinion. Sometimes these loops will come off. I am literally watching all these buses just drive by, so it's really close to Bradley getting out of school. He usually doesn't get dismissed until about 3. It's 2:20 now. Like I said, just weave them in and out. It gets a little easier once you get past that loop because the gaps between them are bigger. There we go. Last but not least, then you take it and you just kind of scoot it. And there you go. And you can add an embellishment by retying a ribbon around it. But as you can see, it comes to like the end of the candy cane, which is what I like. And it gives you like that little bit of a wiggle room. So I mean, if it falls off, it falls off, no big deal. You could probably do it in a slightly smaller hook, so instead of a 5, maybe a 4.5, depending on how you crochet. I personally like the way this one turned out, just for its size. For me, when I used the recommended hook size F 3.75 millimeters, it literally stopped at like right about the pattern like kind of stopped like that, and I didn't really like this extra. It just, my OCD was kicking in. It just didn't look right to me. I like for it to be nice and pretty and uniform. So that is my instructions on how to make a candy cane cover, or this is called a Victorian candy cane cover designed by, and I'm sorry if I get your name wrong, Celinda Matthews. I really appreciate this pattern. I have a lot of fun with it. It's one of my many favorites. And I hope you enjoy it too. While you're at it, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. There's a bell over here. You can click that to be alerted for whenever we post new videos like this one. I hope to have many, many more, because sometimes I can't, when I'm trying to do a pattern and I can't find it on YouTube, I have to I struggle a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I do struggle a little bit if it's one of those that's a little bit more difficult for me, or if the instructions just for some reason just aren't clicking in my head. So another reason why I was using another one to kind of look at, because I can, oddly enough, I can actually look at this and I can see the pattern. I can even count the chains at the bottom if I so choose. So if I've lost this pattern, you know, forgot where the link was, or even forgot about this video, I can, if I have one of these, I can literally recreate it, which is really cool. It's like a little skirt. Which is something that I've done with a pattern that my mother did years ago. It was a turkey. I hadn't fully finished it, but I have the basis for it, so hopefully I can do a video on that and recreate this colorful turkey that she made many years ago. I do hope to find another pattern here soon. Hopefully a shamrock, because I would like to do some shamrocks, although I don't think I'm going to make it in time for St. Patrick's Day, since today is today's the 9th. I might be able to, depending on how much time I have. Maybe I can do some shamrocks, and then see, Easter is next month. I have no idea what I'm going to do for that one, so if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. You know, or even suggestions as far as St. Patrick's Day coming up. I mean, even if it's past St. Patrick's Day, you know, I can always do these and prepare for next year. Hence the reason why I've already got all of those